Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server, and we are here today at the dwarven base to be. I've got some work done between episodes. We got this all finished up, and if we come through, I really need to extend this bridge a little bit. If you come through into the other side, it's just mirrored on the other side as well, and then we've got basically this whole room hollowed out and everything kind of cleaned up to prep it for today's episode. So what I want to do in today's episode is I'd really like to get some, basically some light sources in here, but I have an idea that I think is going to be pretty cool. So the first thing I want to do is just hollow out a little hole in the floor right here. And this is essentially going to be the middle of the room because we'll have some like a door frame here that goes down, stairs that descend, and this is going to be used kind of like this for a pillar or something. This, I'm not considering this part of the room. So, yeah. So we'll put just two holes in the floor right here. Now, I need to grab some stuff. Let's grab some cobble. Let's grab some stone brick and some stone brick stairs. I'll probably need a couple stone brick slabs as well, just a handful, and maybe some cobblestone stairs too. And I think that should be good. And then just some scaffolding blocks of some sort. So I think that'll do. Now, we're going to work our way up. Let's actually go back to here. And let's figure out a good height for this. This room is obviously pretty tall. I thought I cleaned all of that up. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy if I don't fix it right now. Hold on. I need smooth stone. There we go. We need to clean up that gravel because that's going to drive me absolutely crazy if I don't fix it. And it will be very visible here in a moment because we're going to have a light source. Oh, I fell. Take two. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, let's just do away with this gravel back here. There we go. Just enough that and let's just throw a torch up here so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, because I know YouTube does darken stuff a bit. So we'll just clean that up. There we go. Break the torch, and down we go. Okay, so let's try this again. Now, in the middle, we're going to start in the middle, and we're just going to kind of work our way up a little bit. So let's go, not the gravel, here we go. Let's just kind of go up. I don't know exactly how high I want to make this, but I should probably keep track. Let's just say that's actually pretty good. That just until we're parallel with this block right here. I think that's probably a good height, honestly. That'll do. Okay, so we've got that, and now the first thing I want to do is parallel with this line, a stair. Ta-da! We're done. No, not really. Okay, then we're going to take some of this back here and replace it with stone brick like that. We'll take out those two blocks. We're going to put a cobblestone stair here, and then right up against that, we're going to put two cobblestone slabs like that. We'll go... Can I make that? There we go. We'll put some stone brick slabs right here. I need my dirt. We're going to put a stone brick stair right here, and I'm thinking right over here as well. One more. Right there. Oh, not that way. I don't think it's going to let me place it from that angle. Okay. We'll just do this. There we go. That's better. So like that. And then underneath each of those, we'll put a stone brick, just a regular block. I'm thinking like right here. Ooh, can I make that? Yeah, there we go. We'll put an upside down stone brick stair. Like this. Can you guys guess what we're making yet? I have a feeling that some of you probably have a pretty good idea. We'll put, actually we're gonna have to go down just a little bit, which is fine. There we go. Then here, we'll put an upside down stair. We'll grab our dirt, and yes, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, I'm not making this up on the spot. I did plan this one out in creative mode before I actually built it. One of the few builds that I did that for. I don't usually do that. But that looks pretty good. We'll take that block out, and we'll replace these 3 blocks with, oh, not that one. We'll replace those 3 blocks with cobblestone. And then I'm thinking we'll go 1, 2, maybe even another one. Do I want to go down 1 more block? Let's see how we're looking from up here. I'm thinking down 1 more like that. That looks pretty good. Now from down here, are you actually going to be able to see that? No, not even close. We got to lower that for sure. We definitely need to lower that. I'm thinking we need our cobblestone stairs to go about there, if we want that to be effective as a detail, as a decoration. Because this, well, yeah. But then we'll have to find something else to fill that space up there, which isn't really the end of the world. I mean, that's doable. Because we want to be able to see those blocks. So maybe we'll kind of meet... Yeah, let me rebuild this thing, guys. I'll come back to you in just a second. All right, guys, I am back, and I've got it rebuilt down here, and this feels much, much better than it did before. So I think this is where we're going to put it, at this level right here. I think that works pretty well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a lava bucket, and we are going to fill this thing up with lava, which should be pretty cool. We'll just put that in there, and it should flow out of the mouth. If you haven't already guessed, it's a dwarf's head, essentially. And it should flow out of the mouth there and into this relatively safely. But it will light this thing up quite nicely. And then, here comes the tricky part. We need to decide what we want to use for the eyes. I'm kind of leaning towards gold blocks. I think that might be the coolest thing. Let's just... Oh, I meant to use smooth stone there. So let's try gold blocks first. There we go. And that does a couple things. I mean, obviously it looks all right, but it also kind of represents, you know, the lavishness and the greed and the riches of the dwarves. So you kind of come in and you just catch a glimpse of it, just barely. And I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, honestly, I'm good with the... I'm pretty good with the yellow, with the gold. I mean, I could go, like, sea lanterns. I could go diamond blocks. But the thing is, like, diamond blocks, that's a lot of diamonds to spend on decorations this early in the game. Because, I mean, we're still relatively early. If you think about the season, we don't even have an Enderman farm or anything like that yet. And diamonds are kind of hard to come by. I don't have that many. I've got less than a stack. So I would be using, like, 2/3 of my diamonds just for these 4 diamond blocks that would go in the eyes, because we're going to mirror that on this side as well. But yeah, that looks pretty fantastic, I think. That's awesome. I like it a lot. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and then I will come right back to you. All right, guys, I am back, and the second dwarf head is in place. So this is looking pretty good, I think. We got our 2 dwarf heads in the walls, kind of pouring lava for a light source. Now, we do need to dress up the room itself as well, so that's the next thing I want to work on. And I think I'm going to start by grabbing some andesite, some stone brick for sure. I think I'm going to stay away from cobble. Actually, you know what? Let's make a couple of furnaces real quick. Let's just make like 4 of them. And we'll go, actually, that might be kind of a cool way to dress up this area a little bit. I don't think I like it right there, though. Well, maybe. No, not right there. Stop doing that, self. Bad self. Don't do that. Maybe we'll put it here. Well, no, I don't really care for that either. I'm trying to decide. I don't really have an idea of what I want to do with the floor in here yet. Maybe we'll go something like this? Like that would be centered. No, that's not going to work either. I'll have to figure out what I want to do with the floor. I haven't really worked that little bit out yet. But I do know what I want to do with the walls. So I guess we'll just take these 4 furnaces for now and just put them right there. That's fine. And then let's get a little bit of coal going here. I'll just do some of that, and we'll just fortune it. Because I want to get some cracked stone bricks going. I have a feeling I'm going to want some of those. Just a little bit here and there to kind of mix into the walls. Just a tiny bit. So we'll go like that. And stone brick. There we go. Let's just start smelting up a bunch of this stuff. Now, one nice thing about the dwarven base, and one thing that is going to make building the dwarven base a lot easier, is the fact that the primary building material is definitely going to be stone bricks, cobblestone, stuff like that. And I am going to accumulate a lot of all of that stuff just from digging out the rooms. So I shouldn't really have to do a whole lot of off-camera resource gathering, which is really awesome. Like, I'm actually very happy about that. But what I want to do here is I just want to mix into the walls some stone brick here and there. I don't want the entire wall to be stone brick, but essentially what I'm trying to do is just add a little bit of detail and interest to these walls. Because right now these walls are very, very, very bland. They're just plain old stone, and it's not really a good look. So I want to see if I can fix that a little bit by just mixing in some stone bricks, maybe a little bit of cracked stone bricks, you know, some of that kind of stuff. Just here and there. Not, I don't want to go overboard with it. Oh. Can we reach? Oh, almost. There we go. Got it. You know, just a little bit here and there, and we'll do that all the way up here. Now, I also need to figure out what I'm going to do with this area, this very top part, and what I'm going to do with the ceiling in here as well, because that I haven't figured out yet. But this looks pretty good so far. Like, I'm actually pretty happy about the way that this is kind of turning out right now. There we go. All right, so there's that. The other thing we could maybe mix a little bit in of would be andesite. Just a little bit here and there. Once again, don't want to go overboard with it. But a little bit here, a little bit there, some of that kind of stuff. I think I actually want to go very, very light with the andesite. I don't want to use a lot of it. Because, yeah. Yeah, but it's definitely an improvement. I mean, it looks good. It just a little bit. You just want to mix a little bit of, mix the textures, you know, and it adds so much. It's a flat wall, other than the giant dwarf head, of course. But because we're kind of varying the textures, it doesn't appear flat. It doesn't seem like it's flat. So I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work really well once it's all said and done. But I'm going to keep mixing some stuff into the walls here, guys. I'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I figured out what I want to do up here. Maybe about there is what I'm thinking. So, dwarves kind of have a thing for bridges, it seems. For bridges and giant pathways. That's what it seems in every movie. Every movie I've ever watched that has like a dwarven city, they have like these giant bridges that just kind of come across, and they look very grand and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm thinking what we'll do is up here, I'll put a bridge, just a little one, more for lighting than anything else. So we'll put that up there. And then, oh, I almost didn't make that. Okay. And then what we'll do is here, we'll do something with the shape. And I'm going to try and get kind of this grand arc shape going. Let's see. That looks about right as far as the height goes. Let's go... Do I not have any stone? Oh, there we go. Stone brick stairs. And stone brick slabs as well. Okay. So, let's kind of work our way up here again. And I think, like right here, I need to go a little bit higher. There we go. Like right about here, I think I'm going to make the bridge kind of do one of those. And I think that might actually be enough of an arc right there, just because it's such a small bridge that it's going to be really hard to kind of do anything beyond that. So we'd go like that, and then how did I do it on this side? You, and falling. Well, it gives us a chance to look. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad as far as the bottom shape goes. I definitely want to do something up there to make that look a little bit better. But as far as the bottom shape goes, that looks pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that, considering that it's a really small bridge, and it's really kind of hard to nail that grand arc shape on such a small scale, especially when I have these dwarven heads in the way. That's kind of an issue as well. So let's come over here and throw down a stone stair right there. There we go. Awesome. Now, can I actually get up there? Not from here. Okay, let's see. That looks good. We've got our torches up there, which you can't see. I mean, I suppose I could just stick with torches. I was thinking of maybe putting lava up there, like a little lava river, but you can't actually get up there at all, so I could just stick with torches, and it would probably be just fine. The big thing is to light this area up a bit so that you can, see the things that are going on. Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks wide. So, let's knock out... Did I just mess something up? I think I may have. Maybe. What did I do? What's supposed to be here? Is that... What did I do? Did I break something I wasn't supposed to break? No, I don't think so. I think it's still fine. Okay. Maybe I'm just like slowly losing my mind and I don't realize it, but I think it seems fine to me. I don't know. Either way, whatever. So here what I want to do is we're going to take stone bricks, or stone brick stairs, I should say, and we're just going to put upside down ones like this. kind of coming across this area. And that's going to create a little bit of interest from down below. Like that. There we go. And this will give us another opportunity, too, to look and see, did I actually just break something? No, I don't think I did. I think it's fine. That actually looks pretty cool, though. I actually like that quite a lot. That looks pretty fantastic. Now, the question is, I was going to do cobblestone walls, and I still will. I still plan to. Let's just make a batch of them. There we go. But do I want to put them on these? Those 4? Or do I want to put them on the 5s? I'm kind of thinking on the 5s. Or on the ones that have the stair. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Let's just pop our way up here. Like so. And we'll just do every other one like that. Okay. Oh, ghost blocks. How I hate you. Like, no, really, I hate these things so much. Come on. Those things are so incredibly annoying. Okay, here we go. So, let's see how that looks from down here. You really can't see the walls, but I think it's fine, honestly. Like, it's just kind of a nifty little design. I think that middle part could probably be slabs. And that would probably look better. Like, right, those 3, maybe? I'm thinking should probably be stone brick slabs like that. And that's going to give us a little bit more of that shape we want as well. So I think that's probably a better idea. And then maybe we'll just leave it like this. I won't put the light there. We want the light kind of in the corners. I think I prefer that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just see. How's that look from over here? Yeah, that looks better. Awesome. Okay, so we got that little bit worked out. Now, we just need to work out a floor design, and then I need to finish detailing the walls. So, let me finish detailing the walls first, and then I'll get to the floors, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright guys, I am back, and I think I have finished... That's lava. I have finished detailing the walls. I have also lit myself on fire. There we go. The dangers of having lava in your base as a light source. But I think that looks pretty good. We're kind of playing with some shadows here and some lighting, which I think is pretty cool. This wall I'm going to worry about later, once I figure out what I want to do for an entrance. I don't want another giant, super tall entrance like this, because this is going to be a staircase that goes down. But I also don't want just like a staircase. You know, it's got to have an entranceway of some sort as well. So we'll work on that. But I think the next thing to do is probably something with the floor in here. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe we'll do some sort of like real simple circular pattern. So, you know, I don't have an exact idea yet, but I mean, this would basically be our space to work with. Maybe eventually, I mean, this would be kind of a cool spot to have a beacon, like right here, but we'll worry about that at a later time. I think for now, let's go ahead and put some stone bricks just right there. Oh, I lost one. That's okay. So we'll do maybe, actually, you know what? Better idea. We'll do this. Let's play with some depth in here as well. That'll actually do a lot for the room. Let's grab some stone brick and put it in like this. And then here, we'll work on something else, some other sort of pattern. Maybe we could go stair, 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 stair. And then, what about some furnaces? How would furnaces, we could do the furnace trick. That might look good. Let's grab some of these, make a couple furnaces, see what we think of this. Now we need to place these in such a way that they're up against a wall, but that's okay. Could do something like that. And then for that middle block, maybe we go a chiseled, like right here. How's that look? That's not terrible. Let's maybe do something in these corners here as well. I'm thinking that this'll look a little bit better if we do something along those lines. Now, I don't know what I want to do for my main floor. That I have not yet decided. But I do have a couple ideas. Now, maybe we'll outline this whole thing with the chisel. That actually doesn't look terrible. Ow! Oh, I'm on fire again. Okay. Putting myself out. I'm so good at Minecraft. Oh, man. This is going to be that kind of a base, isn't it? I can just tell. But we maybe do something along those lines. That gives us kind of a cool effect there. You know, so you come down. Or we could do some sort of actual centerpiece here as well. Or what if we were to do something like this? Maybe bring those like so. I'm just kind of I'm experimenting. This is trial and error right here. That I don't particularly care for, because then you lose that rounded shape. And I don't like that. This, on the other hand, might work. Maybe. Possibly. That might do the trick. Now, if we just replace the rest of this with stone brick and cracked stone brick, will it stand out enough that you can still tell where everything, like where the main centerpiece is? That is the question. Oh. Do something along those lines. That, I think, will probably work. Now I need to actually tear up this floor, though. Let me get the floor in place here, guys. I'll come back to you in just a second. All right, guys, I am back. I decided to change up the floor. The dip didn't have a good flow. I didn't like it. It wasn't doing it for me. But this feels a lot better to me. And I also think I like it a little bit better without the stone walls there. Like, we want the stone walls, but we don't want them to be, you know, we still want to be able to see the lava and all that kind of stuff. Now, the other kind of cool thing we might be able to do here is something like this. If I can get around the stone wall that I just put down, there we go. Maybe something like that. Just kind of catching the lava. I think that has a good feel to it. At least for me, I like it. I think it's good. And then the furnaces are here, and you can see them, but generally when you're coming in this entranceway, you're not going to come over here. You're going to go straight across. So it doesn't bother me too much. I think it's fine like this. You can see the furnaces, but I think this is fine. I think this will do nicely. And I think overall, this is kind of a cool design, and I like it. So there we go. We've got ourselves a pretty grand entranceway here, if I do say so myself. But that is definitely all that I have time for in this episode, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.